Okay, boys and girls, so I'm back with video 2, and we're going to start with the top. I'm going to help you set up the table. I'm only going to do 2 with you, and the rest of these you're going to try to tackle by yourself. Here we go. Stephen and his friends were at a carnival. They had to buy tickets to get on the rides. The table below shows the relationship between the price of the tickets and the total number of tickets. Which of the statements below are true? So I noticed that we have the ticket prices. We have the price, which is going to be represented by the variable P. And we have the total number of tickets, which is represented by T. And as I look across, I notice that our price is increasing as we get more tickets. But remember, when we think about relationships, we want to think about what is the relationship from the price to the ticket. So right now, I want you to draw your arrows, and I want you to see if you can find any relationships. Think about, what do these numbers share? What do you see? Pick out numbers that you know are easy. Pause the video, and when you think that you have an answer, you can start playing the video again. So if you thought that you were multiplying by 2 every time the price of the ticket multiplied by 2 to get the total number of tickets, you are correct. We're going to take each P value, the price, we're going to multiply it by 2 to get the total number of tickets. So now we have to think about doing the inverse action, and that's going from the total number of tickets back to the price. So remember, once we find out what that rule is, it's just a matter of finding the inverse action. So instead of multiplying, we're now going to be dividing. We're going to be dividing by 2. We're going to take the number of tickets, we're going to divide it by 2 to get the price of the ticket. So right now, before I even start, I'm going to go ahead and make my own equations. And at the bottom, I'd like you to fill that in. So let's think about a relationship. If we take the price, what are we going to have to do to the price of the ticket to get the total number of tickets? You're going to take the price, you're going to multiply it by 2 to get the total ticket. Now what I'd like you to do is write the inverse. So let's think about that. If we take our tickets and we divide by 2, we should get the price. And we want to write it just like that, because when we divide, the order does matter. So here we go. When we take the total number of tickets and we divide by 2, that will give us the price of the ticket. Okay. So now what we want to do is we want to do the same thing that we did before. I'm going to go ahead and number these because I always have boys and girls who forget number 5. It's like they don't even see number 5 there. I'm going to do number 1 and number 2. You're going to be responsible for number 3, number 4, and number 5. Remember, there's 3 things for each question. Let's get started. When I look at number 1, it says the price. So I'm going to start by underlining the price. When I see the price, I'm going to think about the variable P. Anytime I see the word is, I'm going to circle it. And anytime I see the word is, I'm going to replace it with an equal sign. There's the word half, and we know half from our notes from yesterday. So if I refer back to my notes, I know half means divide by 2. So I'm going to plug that in. So we have the total number of tickets. So that's going to be T divided by 2 will give me P. And yes, I did have to switch the order around because we always take our total and divide it. Remember, order matters. The next piece of information, I'm going to take my variables and I'm going to replace it with my numbers. So instead of P, we're going to write the number 5. 5. We're going to keep the equal sign. And instead of T, we're going to replace that with the number 10. 10 divided by 2. So I have to think to myself, if I have the number 10 and I divide it by 2, will I get the number 5? Yes, this is a true statement. See how nice and spread out my information is? Try to make yours nice and spread out so that when I'm grading it, it's easy to read. Let's look at problem number 2. The price. Again, I'm going to start with the variable P. Anytime I see the word is, we're going to replace it with the equal sign. There's the word twice. We know that the word twice means 2 times. So, instead of writing twice, we're going to write 2 times, and then we're going to finish it up with the total number of tickets. So that would be T. Just like before, we're going to replace those variables with numbers. So instead of P, I'm going to start with the number 5. I'm going to keep my equal sign. I'm going to write the number 2 times, and then I'm going to replace T with the number 10. And I'm going to think to myself, if I have 10 times 2, will I get the number 5? That's right. The answer here is false. You're going to do the remaining 3 all by yourself. I would expect you to have your variable statement, your number statement, and a true and false answer out to the side. So all by yourself, you're going to be responsible for 9 blanks. Go ahead and pause this video or stop this video. I think it's going to stop here in just a minute. And get busy. When you're finished, you're going to turn this into the Barlow basket, or the McGee basket, or the Dean basket, or the Graff basket, depending upon which classroom you are in.